welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Brief. My name is Brianna Nibbs, and I will be bringing you the latest coverage in world news, politics, national news, entertainment, and sports. Without further ado, let's get right into it. In politics, after a 5-day impeachment trial, the Senate voted in a 57-43 vote to acquit former President Donald Trump for the incitement of the insurrection that took place in the U.S. Capitol building on January 6th. With 7 GOP senators joining Senate Democrats, the margin fell short of the two-thirds majority, with only 10 more senators needed to convict the former president. The 7 Republicans who joined the Democrats to convict Trump were Richard Burr of North Carolina, Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, Susan Collins of Maine, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Mitt Romney of Utah, Ben Sasse of Nebraska, and Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell issued his remarks after the votes calling Trump practically and morally responsible for the riot despite voting to acquit. Trump issued a statement on Saturday afternoon thanking his legal team as well as the Republican senators who found him not guilty and the GOP House members who voted against the article of impeachment last month. He did not acknowledge anything about the riot in his statement. Trump is the first U.S. president to be impeached twice. In national news, the MTA pleaded with New York City officials to request 1,000 more New York City police officers in the wake of violent attacks taking place in subway stations. This comes after New York City police has recently arrested a man in connection with a series of subway attacks that killed 2 people and injured 2 others. 21-year-old Rigoberto Lopez is facing 2 charges of second-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder, and a single count of first-degree murder, according to the New York City Police Department. Officials said that the day before Lopez's arrest, officers were called to Fort Washington Station around 11:20 a.m. on Friday and found a 67-year-old man suffering stab wounds. Officers then received another call around 11:30 p.m. and was dispatched to a station in Far Rockaway, where they found a man dead with stab wounds to the face and neck. A few hours later, an MTA employee found a 44-year-old woman stabbed on a train. The unidentified woman later died at a local hospital. Another unidentified 43-year-old male was found with stab wounds at the Fort Washington subway station. Police said that all 4 victims were believed to be homeless. Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams said in a statement that the city's current approach to subway safety is failing. He quoted, "The perpetrators of this violence are often struggling with some form of severe mental illness, and their targets are frequently some of the most vulnerable New Yorkers, including our homeless neighbors who seen in the subway stations as a refuge during the winter months." Lopez is currently held without bail. As of Tuesday, the request for 1,000 more officers has been denied. In world news, allegedly China refused to provide data to the WHO team. Australian microbiologist and professor for medicine for immunology and infectious diseases at the University of Sydney School of Medicine, Dominic Dwyer, told Reuters, The Wall Street Journal, and the New York Times that his team requested raw patient data of early cases of COVID-19 from the World Health Organization. He stated that he only received a summary. This comes after the United States has urged China to create data from the earliest stages of COVID-19, stating that it has deep concerns about the WHO report. Last week, the WHO team came to a conclusion that it was extremely unlikely that the coronavirus was leaked from a lab in Wuhan. Wuhan was the first place in the world where the virus was detected in late 2019. Since then, more than 106 million cases and 2.3 million deaths have been reported worldwide. So far, China has not responded to the allegations. In the entertainment world, pop singer Justin Timberlake issued an apology to his ex-girlfriend Britney Spears and singer Janet Jackson for his past actions that causes the both singers to face humiliation from the public. After receiving backlash related to the recent TV documentary about the rise and fall of Britney Spears and the accidental exposure of Jackson's nipple in an infamous 2004 Super Bowl performance, Timberlake took to Instagram to issue his apology. He wrote, "I specifically want to apologize to Britney Spears and Janet Jackson both individually because I care for and respect these women and I know I failed." He later talked about the misogyny and mistreatment in the entertainment industry when he wrote, "I understand that I fell short in these moments and in many others and benefited from a system that condones misogyny and racism." Timberlake and Spears dated for 3 years in the late 90s before splitting in 2002. Spears faced scrutiny in the media about her virginity when Timberlake publicly stated that he slept with her and then wrote the infamous song Cry Me a River, which implied that Spears cheated on him during the relationship. Jackson, on the other hand, became a staple of subject of conversation in the most recent years, with her supporters who feel she suffered very harsh consequences to her career while Timberlake didn't, using the social media hashtag Janet Jackson Appreciation Day. In sports news, Michael McDowell won the Daytona 500 in his first NASCAR Cup Series. McDowell is the 8th driver to get his first Cup win in the Great American Race. His victory is the 3rd for Front Row Motorsports. Chase Elliott finished 2nd after contact between the Penske Fords of Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano, igniting the final wreck, which sent the Toyota of Kyle Busch rocketing into the outside wall. When NASCAR turned on the caution lights, McDowell was in the lead over Elliott by car length. Congratulations to Michael McDowell for his win. And that is all for this week's coverage. You can check back next week's weekly brief where I will bring you more of the latest on the news. Make sure you subscribe to MIC's YouTube channel so you won't miss out. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Please wear your mask and stay safe, stay well.